are two crazy sisters.
This is going to be a fun ride, so sit back and relax as we talk about today's topic. Superheroes!
Hey, we did it again. We said it at the same time again.
Wow, what a coincidence.
Well, obviously we knew what we were gonna say, but it's crazy that we just did say that at the same time. Okay, not that crazy. Okay, let's get started.
All right.
First of all, if you were here last time, we started fun fact of the day. So our fun fact of the day is about superheroes.
Oh, really? Okay. She picked out the fun fact. I have no clue what it is.
Okay, so Stan Lee and Steve Ditko, who are the creators of Spider-Man, they were brainstorming ideas, and then Stan Lee looked out the window and saw a fly on the wall, and the image sparked the idea for the superhero with web-slinging abilities.
A fly.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Spider-Man's web came from a fly.
Well, we all got to start somewhere.
Wait, but wasn't there a comic first?
Yes.
And there were like 2 movies or something first. Two different people in the movies. So they already knew that Spider-Man would.
The movies came out after when they were dreaming up the idea for the comic. When they wrote the comic first. The comics came first. Okay?
Wait, these guys wrote the comics? I didn't know they wrote the comics. I thought it was someone else.
It's kind of interesting, though.
My goodness, how old are these people?
Well, Stanley's dead, so
No, I feel bad. I didn't know they wrote those, so
I don't know about the other guy, but yeah, it's interesting though, because watching the last Spider-Man movie, we realized that the first Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, he actually could shoot the webs out of his skin, like out of his hand, where the other two, Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, they both had to make something, like a device that would shoot the webs out. It's just interesting that I wonder which one was the original idea or how it like got twisted like that.
It was probably they're like, okay, he has to have. Wait, so what were the abilities that the spider gave him in the first 2 then?
Super agility, spidey sense, sticky, attached to walls.
Okay, so they're
super strength.
They're like, okay, the spider gives him abilities, but he wants to have more, and so he's going to be like an engineer and create this thing.
Yeah, but
then later they realized, why doesn't he just have that ability right off the bat?
I feel like it would make sense to just have stuck to the shooting it out of his wrist, because like it just, I don't know, it just fits better than like him engineering something to do that for him.
Exactly, that's probably why they changed it.
Why did they change it? What do you mean? No, they started out with the wrist thing.
Oh,
that was the first thing, and then they changed it.
Tom Holland has a device.
Yeah, and Andrew Garfield. Tobey Maguire, the first Spider-Man, is the only one that had the web shooting out of his wrist. And I don't know how it was in the comic book. They might have changed it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. We probably should look that up.
Which superhero of the Spider-Man, which Spider-Man is your favorite? Because there's like, I forgot their names, so you just listed all of their names. I have no idea who they are except for Tom Holland. But then there's also like a version of in like a cartoon, right? So isn't there a cartoon of Spider-Man who's a totally different person?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So which of the
that's a
4
universe,
actors? Which of those are your favorite actor? Like favorite movie adaptation
the other
with the
one
person?
That's hard. Honestly, I think it shows that I'm Gen Z that my favorite is Tom Holland.
Yeah, these days people probably say Tom Holland.
Millennials are like the people who are mid-millennial, mid-Gen Z, who actually were, I wouldn't say alive, because I was alive. Okay, I wasn't alive in the first one because it came out in 2001, I think. But like, who remember the other 2 Spider-Mans coming out? They would say either Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire. And I like both of them. There's nothing wrong with either of them. I just
And
prefer
aren't
Tom
the
Holland.
storylines different too?
Yeah, they have similar things where, the uncle dies, or for Tom Holland's, the aunt dies.
Oh, both of them die?
Yeah.
Well,
Both
Tom Holland is an orphan.
Well, I mean, his
Poor
uncle did
man.
die, but they didn't really incorporate that into this story. He was dead, a long time ago. Instead, they used the
his
aunt.
parents are dead, and his aunt and uncle are dead.
Okay, the other two Spider-Mans, their
okay?
aunts are alive. No,
He needs
he's
therapy.
not okay.
He doesn't need superpowers. He needs.
Literally everyone. Okay, spoilers coming up for the last Spider-Man. Everyone forgot him. Do you not remember that?
Do you know how many times you've said my name so far? 6, I think.
My bad. Literally, everyone forgot him.
Because
he
of the
lost-
snap?
No. Okay, we clearly.
Is this like a Hermione thing where she magics herself?
No, it's
into
a
her
Doctor
parents forgetting
Strange
her?
thing. He literally.
That's 8. That's the 8th time. Keep going.
He literally not teamed up necessarily with Doctor Strange, but Doctor Strange was helped him. He wanted to erase everyone's memory of him being Spider-Man because it got leaked. Then everyone knew his secret identity.
Oh,
Remember?
even his girlfriend?
His girlfriend knew before then. But
But his girlfriend
changed,
forgot too.
Yes, but he changed the spell.
It's depressing.
Let me finish. So he changed the spell so much that it just unleashed this, I don't know what to call it, interdimensional thing where that's how all the Spider-Mans came together.
I am
because
so
of that.
confused.
Okay, we need to watch that movie.
No.
Remember that. Yes.
Okay, this whole time we've just been talking about Spider-Man.
I'm sorry.
We are, don't worry guys, we are going to get into other superheroes.
She said,
right off the bat, I'd like to say Spider-Man is one of my least favorite
I was about
superheroes.
to say that. But you need to understand. The last movie
Do
is
I
so good.
need to
Yes,
understand?
you clearly do.
I don't know if I need to.
It's important. Okay, come. It's important to me as a big time Marvel fan. It's important to me. So please.
Okay, so what's next? Should we say our favorite superheroes from
Yeah.
Marvel? Well, okay,
I don't know who my
first
least
of
favorite
all,
one is, but
we're gonna be talking a lot about superheroes from DC and Marvel today, but obviously there are other superhero books.
universes and whatnot.
So
Yeah.
I feel like we need to touch on those too.
Mm-hmm.
If we're saying favorite superhero from Marvel, I'm gonna say my favorite would be I always forget his name, Star-Lord. What is it called? Avengers.
Oh my god, Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. And then Doctor Strange, but I've only watched the first one.
Yeah, we need to watch the second one.
Apparently,
Maybe we'll
the
do
second
that.
one's
We'll do that
a
today.
horror film.
It's the closest Marvel's ever come to horror. It's not horror exactly, but it's pretty close. You'll see. I'll
then-
watch it with you.
What was that other one?
Other one, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. Yeah, Ant-Man.
Yeah, we love Ant-Man.
Also, you gotta love him, especially that first ice cream joke that comes out. I mean,
What?
as soon as the movie started, it started off with the guy saying, "Do you sell burgers here? And do you sell fries
yeah.
here?" And he's like, "This
Man,
is
we're-
an ice cream shop." When it started
that's
like
what
that,
got you.
yeah, that
That's-
just got me.
You can tell what her type of sense of humor is.
It was
gosh.
so funny, and you can Ant-Man is funny, Star-Lord is funny. The first Doctor Strange was funny enough. I mean,
Mhm.
so you can tell why I chose those guys. It's because that's the kind of movies I like. The funny.
Yeah.
But to be fair, there's other superheroes that are funny. I just don't like them as much. Like Spider-Man, I just don't see the appeal. I kind of want to smack him. Not the actor, just the person.
Just the character.
What are some others? Aquaman? What the hey?
Okay,
Get
he's
out
DC.
of so
He's
boring.
DC. Are we just talking about Marvel?
Well, I don't know what DC superheroes are there.
Let's see. There is Superman, Batman, Flash, Wonder Woman.
Yeah,
Okay,
not
Wonder Woman?
really any of those guys are my
She's a
thing.
queen. She is amazing. I love those movies, both of them. Second one, not as much, but I still love them. I think she'd be one of my favorites. It used to be Superman, I don't know why. Just he was the only one that I knew. Like I used to be just not know anything. I'm like, yeah, Superman. You really
Wait.
need to watch Batman.
How come there's Batman, Batwoman, Batgirl?
Okay, those are from the comics.
That's number 9.
Oh, another one I was forgetting from Marvel. Dang, what's his name?
John.
No, I think it Hawkeye.
Oh yeah, Hawkeye. I do like him.
Him and
From specifically the show.
yeah, and the
I didn't really.
other Hawkeye,
I don't think
Kate
I've
Bishop
watched any.
Hawkeye.
I don't think I've watched any Hawkeye movies. Are there any Hawkeye movies?
No, there's no Hawkeye
Yeah,
movies.
well, I had no idea who he was, but then I watched the show and I was like, oh yeah,
Ooh,
I like this guy.
Mantis. I love Mantis.
Oh yeah, wait.
From Guardians of the Galaxy. She's one of my favorite of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Rocket, you know, he's classic, hilarious,
Yeah.
especially that last movie. Just I get attached to
Honestly,
animals,
all
okay?
the
I cried
characters.
all 3
the
times I
characters are
watched
great.
it. I cried. And Groot. Oh, he's so
Mhm.
cute. Star-Lord. What is his
Star-Lord
name?
is my favorite.
I still don't remember. It's
Greg.
yeah, Greg. That's his name.
Gamora.
Peter? His
Wait,
name's
no,
Peter.
That's not right. Peter.
Gamora.
Gamora is definitely
Nebula.
not
I
his
love
name.
Nebula.
Monica Rambeau.
Oh yeah, sorry, we're going through a list right now.
I didn't know who this was.
Until we watched WandaVision recently.
Yeah. Like we watched.
Marvel.
So we watched. Rosie watched WandaVision, but then I watched like a few episodes and I didn't go through the whole thing. So I had no idea when I watched the Marvels. I had no idea who this what's her name, Monica Rambeau was. I had no
Like,
idea.
who's this random person?
I was like, why is she one of the main characters here? I've never seen her before.
And now she knows her origin. Speaking of Miss Marvel, I love
one of my
her.
least favorite.
What? Really?
Wait, no.
She's hilarious.
Wait,
Miss
which one?
Marvel, not Captain Marvel.
Okay, yeah,
Miss
Captain Marvel is one of my least favorite. Miss Marvel is good.
Captain Marvel used to be my favorite. I don't know what happened, but she just, I don't know. Not anymore.
Yeah, she's washed.
Washed?
Yeah, she's washed up. She's a failure. Let's be honest.
Okay.
I'm not talking about a real person, so I don't feel bad.
Okay. Ooh, Daredevil.
I don't know who that is.
I just started watching this series. I would not recommend watching the show. It is very
Dark.
bloody and dark. Yeah.
Okay, if you
Let's just say
like
someone's head
Demon
got...
Slayer and Death Note,
Okay.
go ahead and watch it. If
Okay,
you
that's
don't,
different. There's a difference between like actually watching a person, like an actual like live action bloody versus like a cartoon anime bloody. There's a difference. It's still dark, but I like it. I don't know why, I just do. I like him beating the bad guys. He's basically Batman, but in Marvel. Like comparing
Daredevil?
them. Yeah. He wears all black. He's a vigilante. He doesn't have any superpowers. I noticed that he like lowers his voice, does the raspy voice thing when talking to people in his like costume. And he
I'm
like
Daredevil.
and he works only at night. And you know, he's a lawyer by day. The only difference is that he's blind.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't know that.
Yeah, he's blind.
I bet he uses his bat senses. If you were Batman,
He kind of does. He's like super senses, kind of like he can hear your heartbeat. If he was sitting in this room, he could hear your heartbeat.
Maybe
It's
everyone,
kind of weird.
maybe
He
everyone's
kind of has a
just turned on
superpower.
by him, so their heart goes really fast, and that's why he can hear their heartbeat all the time.
Okay. Gamora. Oh, I love her. Although that last movie was kind of sad,
What do you mean?
but it made sense.
With Rocket?
Yeah.
Not to
'cause
spoil anything, but watch that last Guardians of the Galaxy if you haven't. So good.
It's the best one.
Who's America Chavez?
Chavez. She is from the second Doctor Strange movie, Multiverse of Madness. That's why we need to watch it. Nick Fury, classic.
Don't really know
Love
anything
him.
about him. He was also in the
He
Marvels.
just kind of pops up every now and then, but he's
By the way,
Got
everyone hated the Marvels. Apparently, like
but like
it was.
it
good.
wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't like the best Marvel movie ever, but it wasn't bad.
It was definitely not bad. In fact, like I watched it twice.
Oh, Vision! Oh my gosh,
Vision is a good one. I know nothing about him, but WandaVision, he was one of the main characters, so now I kind of do know about him. Something with
Okay, we need to watch
white
Age of
eyes.
Ultron. What?
When he's dead, his eyes are white.
Okay, another movie to add to the list. Age of Ultron.
They take the gem out of his head and then he snaps.
Yeah, there's. I think you got that a little mixed up there.
No, that's what happens. They take the gem out of his head, and then he snaps.
You're thinking. How am I? Thanos. How did I forget his name? I kept wanting to call him Thor. That's not right. War Machine. He is.
Never heard of him. Actually, didn't even know that was a person.
He'll pop up in movies. Friend of Tony Stark. I don't know much about him. Not gonna lie. All right, Shang-Chi. That was a kind of good movie. Not bad.
I didn't watch
His
it.
best friend was the best part of it. Her actor was
his
hilarious.
best friend in Shang-Chi, right, was Scuttle in The Little Mermaid.
Mm-hmm.
We should do a podcast about Disney.
Yes. All right. Doctor
Disney
Strange,
remakes
love.
specifically or
Rocket,
something.
love. Winter Soldier, Bucky, aka Bucky.
Oh yeah, another superhero I don't really like is that guy. Yeah, Wolverine.
Wolverine? Really? I love him.
Like there was that one movie I think where there's kids, and then they also had superpowers, and they were the center of the movie, and I like that one. But when he's the center, it's like, bro, stop being mopey and just grow up.
Grow up. He can't get older.
That's number 9.
What?
Number 9 times that you've said my name.
Grow up. B, he can't get older. Like, that's his whole thing. Okay. Black Panther. He was pretty good. Rest in peace. Seriously. Like, that
Wait,
was
he's
sad.
dead?
The actor, yeah. That's why they had the second Black Panther movie, and it was his sister. Do you not remember watching that?
I think I do.
Okay.
Oh, rest in peace.
Scarlet
man.
Witch. So, yeah, like it says, it's tough. Is she a superhero or a supervillain? She's one of those, just like Loki. Like, she was a superhero. Well, first she was a supervillain, then she was a superhero, and then she was a supervillain.
So now, and Loki,
he was a supervillain. Now
and then
he's a
superhero, and now he's going to be a supervillain.
No,
just
he's not.
wait.
He's
The
not.
next season,
No, I don't think
there's going to be another season of Loki, and he's just going to be like the evil guy who just kills everyone.
No, he can't be evil. Otherwise, literally everything would be. Yeah, that would not be good. Hulk. No, he's one of my least favorites. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Okay, I liked him better when he was actually like. I don't know how to put this. Dumb. I don't know how to put it any better.
Guy, not with glasses. When Hulk wears glasses, you know something is off.
Yeah, I didn't like it when they made him like
2024.
sentient smart thing. Like, I don't know. And She-Hulk, that was a really weird show. Black Widow. Okay, that was actually a pretty good movie.
Black Widow is okay.
I like her sister a lot, Yelena.
Yeah.
She was pretty funny. I think I probably like her better than Black Widow, honestly.
Did Black Widow die?
Yes, she did. Rest in peace.
Not in real
No,
life.
not in real life. Thor. He was good. Some movies better than others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Favorite either. That's the 10th time you've said my name.
Say it again.
No, it's okay. I'm just including all of these. Just going to include all of the times that you've said my name.
And just
then
beep it out? Okay.
Yeah, so everyone can know.
Captain America. He's okay.
In the
not
comments.
My favorite, not my least favorite. He's fine.
Spam in the comments.
Oh my god.
Rosie, stop saying B's real name.
Iron Man. He's not a bad character. He's not one of my favorites, but he's not like my least favorite. He's okay.
I
feel like we're
Isn't
gonna
he
get
also dead?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I know.
All these people
Everyone's dying.
dead. We should talk about the new generation.
Honorable mention, Korg.
Korg.
From the Ragnarok.
Okay, yes, he is the best.
He is. Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
Yep. All right, I guess that's it for Marvel. And who's your favorite supervillain?
I looked up supervillain. Loki, I guess.
Does he count as a supervillain anymore, though?
I don't have one then. I don't know any supervillains.
Yeah.
My favorite supervillain is the one from My Little Pony. You weren't specific. I don't know. I don't have any favorite supervillains unless we're like if you're truly not being specific, then it's like Draco Malfoy or Voldemort.
That's not.
Yes,
Okay,
Voldemort.
Super villain,
Voldemort
as
is
in
the best.
superhero villain, not villain.
Okay. So 11th time you said my name.
I can't not say your name.
I was looking up. Sorry. Yeah, I don't have any. But I was looking up DC superheroes, and I've got Batman, Superman, The Flash, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is. Don't know who this is.
Supergirl. Okay,
Shazam.
Supergirl had a show. Remember, we watched it, but then it got too scary for us, although that was a while
Wait,
ago.
what? I don't remember
Supergirl?
this at all.
You don't? Okay. Cyborg?
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Batman
He's
and
not
Robin. That's something separate. Catwoman. I don't know
Shazam.
really who that is. Green Lantern. We watched Green Lantern. That was good. We need to talk about the new one, Blue Beetle.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah, I forgot about him.
We watched Blue Beetle in theaters,
Oh,
and-
I enjoyed that a lot.
and honestly, even though at the beginning of the movie it came up with, the sign for DC, the D and the C, the big glowing D and C on the screen. Yeah, I still thought it was Marvel. And so in the middle, remember there was some point where they were like, I'm not Batman, or they made some quip that towards the beginning middle, they made some quip, and I was like, oh, that's definitely them. Just that was a jab to Marvel, and then I think I said that to you, and you were like, B, this is DC. Wait, no, I was saying it was a jab to DC, and you were like, this is DC. And I was like, wait, Batman is
You're like,
DC?
no, it's not. What do you?
They're one and the same to me.
Oh,
I don't
another
know.
one?
Is Wonder Woman is DC and
Yes.
she's Marvel?
No.
Wait,
Well,
she's just
not Marvel.
DC?
She's just DC.
What?
Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Blue Beetle, all DC. Okay? Catwoman, DC. Green Lantern. Oh, that was a good movie. I wish they'd made others. I wonder why they didn't. Like, I personally
Was that
really
the
enjoyed
one
it.
where the guy's head grew really, really big
Yeah.
and then he killed everyone?
Yeah.
Ugh.
She didn't like that one.
It was, I just didn't like that end scene. It was like, what is
Yeah.
happening here?
Black Adam is a new DC character.
Don't know who that is.
I enjoyed that movie, although it's very hard to find. Like, the only place you can find it really on TV is on HBO Max, and we don't have that. So, yep, that's sad. All right, what other questions do we have?
Our favorite movie and least favorite movie.
Ooh, that's hard. Do we do from each universe, maybe?
I think from both. Well,
Both
at least
together?
mine is going to be from both because I again, they're one and the same to me. So
You need to figure out how to differentiate between them. Like,
I think my favorite movie would be like the first. I always forget the name. Star-Lord.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, the first Guardians of the Galaxy or Ant-Man,
Peter Quill, that's his name. Oh my goodness, it just came.
and then
Peter Quill.
honestly, if you didn't watch the Christmas
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy
That
movie,
was a funny one.
that could also take my favorite place. Honestly, that was very funny. I just love that.
I'd have to say I prefer the third one just because I like a good sob story.
Honestly,
all of them were good.
As for Ant-Man, I didn't like the second and third movies as much.
Y'all.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do the second
I'm
one.
Mary Poppins, y'all.
Oh, here's one else. Also, one of the best characters. I can't remember his name though. Oh, what were you saying? Ant-Man? Oh yeah, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. The first movie
one.
was good, and then the second ones kind
Ant-Man
of
and the Wasp.
they weren't
was
as good. Yeah, like I would
The third
if I
one
watched
was
Ant-Man,
even
I
more
would just watch the
eh.
first one unless I had extra time, and then I might go to the third one or something. It's like I don't. When you watch Ant-Man, you don't really want to go through all of them, whereas
Yeah.
the Guardians of the Galaxy, you're like, yeah, let's binge watch all three of the movies.
Yeah. Doctor Strange is definitely a go-to for us. The first one.
Well, I haven't
Right.
watched that in years, so like,
Yeah, but it's one of our. It used to be at least one of our go-tos for some reason. Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman. The first one. I already talked about it. And Green Lantern. The first Aquaman was good. I haven't seen the second one.
let's start talking about some other people, or
Like superheroes from other things.
ooh, Rosie.
Yes.
We make our favorite team based on the superheroes. Say,
Ooh.
if
Right.
any superheroes like ever, maybe not, maybe just DC and Marvel.
Maybe-
That
even
could be a
if
podcast in
They've
itself.
never met. Wait, I just thought of another superhero. I
Okay,
don't know if they're DC or Marvel.
who?
Morbius.
I don't even know who
I don't-
it is.
He's the vampire dude. You haven't
Who?
watched that one either. You need to watch that one. Morbius. He I think he's Marvel.
Hey Siri,
But
is
he's-
Morbius DC or Marvel?
He's Marvel. Okay, I
Okay.
thought so. He's one of those standalone ones. Also, Venom. I love that.
Who's
I
he?
love Venom. Okay. Moving on. Creative
But, like,
teams.
Wait, hold on. So, one of the podcasts that I listen to is Pod Meets World, which is there's a show called Boy Meets World, and then Pod Meets World are some of the actors from that who are reacting in the future to the show. And they've never watched it, so they're going through it for the first time and doing their honest reactions to their performance and just the overall episode and everything. And it's super fun listening to them, but they sometimes do like in between episodes where they do fun things. Like, for example, they did draft picking, which I'd never heard of before, but they made a list of every single Boy Meets World character, like up to like the middle of the series. And then they took turns picking who would make the best group of characters for a sitcom.
Let's not do sitcom though. Let's just pick-
Not a sitcom, but Boy Meets World is a sitcom, so that's why they did. So we make a list and then we say which of these would be the best group of characters for
a movie.
for a Marvel or DC, a superhero movie. Except
Okay.
once one person takes a person, you won't be able to take it. You know, I take Batman, you can't take Batman anymore. So you're gonna have to go with
Okay.
Batwoman or something. You
Are
know?
we going for both universes or just one?
I think both, but
Okay.
I feel like this takes some preparation. Maybe we should do a mini episode, or I don't know how long it'd take, but maybe we should do just like maybe it'd probably be like 30 minutes or something. I don't know. But we focus on superheroes right now, but then we do a different episode just doing that because I
Okay.
think that'd be super fun.
Okay. Are you going to leave this in the podcast?
I might
That was kind of
skip
a
some
long
stuff.
explanation. Well, we could just say that let's compare characters. That's what we should do. We should compare characters from both universes. Like I was saying with Daredevil and Batman, they're very similar.
Wait, but are we doing the draft for a different episode? You think?
Maybe
Let's-
not do it.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
We could do multiple. We could do one with superheroes and then we could do one with like a different show or thing. What would make.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's focus
Okay,
on superheroes. We can do this at the end.
You know what? I'm going to include this in the podcast and say, guys, would you like to see that? If you don't get the concept, too bad. I'm not explaining it again.
Maybe not that whole long explanation.
I'll cut some stuff out. But overall, and then we would like steal the characters for our teams and make up a group of like 10 characters, and then you guys would vote on who has the better team of superheroes. And then we could do not just superheroes, but other people too, like from different movies and things. I don't know. You guys could decide in the comments and then choose a winner after we do it. Like, would you want to see that for a separate episode? What are you doing with your face?
Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry for the long explanation. Let's move on. But yeah, just tell us in the comments, yes or no, would you like to see that? Okay.
Let's compare characters like we told.
Yeah, let's compare.
Yeah. like Batman and Daredevil, very similar. I feel like Captain Marvel and Wonder Woman are very similar.
Yeah, those would be, or
Although I kind of get the same vibes from Wonder Woman and Black Widow a little bit. Kind of same vibes.
Yeah.
Except that one has superpowers and the other one does. The Flash and Spider-Man. They're similar in like personality wise.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. I like, because there's not as many DC characters. Who would Blue Beetle be?
I think we talked about this before. I don't know. Would he be?
He has a suit. What was that? What was that?
Iron Man?
No, what was the ripoff Iron Man from that other movie?
What?
The ripoff Iron Man, the girl.
What?
There was a girl who made her own suit, and then we were like, if they're forming.
Know.
Well, yeah, we need to talk about the fact that they're forming a new team of Avengers.
They need to.
No, they're doing that. Remember at the end of that one movie?
Oh, right.
Kate Bishop went, or no,
Miss
Marvel
Marvel
went to Kate Bishop's house.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna form this whole new team of new people.
Well,
It's gonna
that's
be
what
so
they're
great.
hinting at.
Yeah.
So
And
I
then
can just see.
that one girl, remember Wakanda Forever movie?
Oh, yeah.
And she
there we go. She made her own suit, right?
Yeah. And she would
I guess
be
she's kinda
paired up
like
with
Blue
Blue
Beetle.
Beetle.
I guess, yeah, I can see that. So Black Panther. Yeah.
It's Blue Beetle.
No, her name is, she's the Black Panther.
She is?
Yes.
No,
She took her
not
brother's title.
no, not the sister of the brother.
What?
Not the sister of the brother. The person in that movie who is a teenager at a school but had made this suit.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about her. I forgot about that. Oh my gosh, I need to watch that movie again. Smart.
You see what I mean now?
She could be like the new Iron Man. Yeah?
Exactly.
And then there's the new Hawkeye, and then there's the new Captain Marvel.
She is from Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
see
for
what
the
you're saying.
tiny
exactly.
Avengers,
Yeah.
the mini Avengers.
For the recap for the 2.0 Avengers.
But would Spider-Man be part of that?
Yes,
I would
Spider-Man
want
needs
him
to
to
be
be.
part of the 2.0 Avengers, and then he just leads the team because he's older.
Yeah. Well, he's not that much older. I think Kate is. Well, in the universe, I think Kate Bishop is technically older
He's
than
been
him.
a superhero longer.
He just got into college.
He's been a superhero longer.
True,
though.
he has been.
Kate Bishop and Tom Holland.
No.
Yes.
Ew,
No, not the actors.
No, not even the characters. No, he has MJ. Remember his girlfriend who forgot him?
Yeah, she's long
But
gone.
no,
she can't
no,
remember
she's
him.
not long
She has a
gone.
problem.
No. What do you mean she has a problem?
If you can't remember your own boyfriend,
Nobody
something
can
wrong
remember.
with you.
B, nobody can remember him. It's literally magic.
Well, then it'll
Ooh.
be a magical get together with Kate and Tom
Well-
Holland.
Will America, the girl, what?
It's fine. Just do it.
His name's Peter Parker.
Yeah, Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peckers. Peckers. Why is his name Peter Parker?
I don't know. They just decided that.
And it should be something without the two P's. Like, why does it sound like
Peter Pepper?
no,
Peter Piper?
no? Yeah, exactly. It's too close to that.
Peter
You need
Piper picked a
it's-
pickle, pick up peppers.
whatever. I don't know how to say it. Whatever. But his name should be like Peter, and then something
Harbor.
else.
I don't know.
Yeah, Harbor. Peter Harbor is very different from the pickled peppers rhyme thing. But Peter Parker picked a pack of pickled peppers. That's too close for comfort.
Picked a peck of pickled peppers.
Picked a pack.
I don't think it was a pack.
What is a peck? Why a peck?
B, it's an old rhyme.
Well, I'm so good. What is the rhyme?
With Peter Piper.
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers.
See, I told you it was a peck.
A peck? What is a peck? What is a peck?
No,
No, I need to
don't
ask
search
Siri.
that. No, don't search that.
I just see what you were laughing at now. I just realized.
Can we even keep this in the podcast?
I didn't make that connection. When you were saying pet, the thing that was coming to mind was a bird, like eating food. I was not thinking where your mind was going. I was like, why can't I search what a peck is?
Okay. I'm moving on. Are we gonna... All right, let's talk about other. Ooh, what superpower would you want if you were to have any superpowers?
Okay, so in this movie, in this book, yeah, in this book by Marissa Meyer named Cinder, it's a Lunar Chronicles, not even about superheroes, but the Lunars who are like come from the moon because it takes place in the future.
They're called Lunars.
These guys have superpowers. Basically, essentially, they can control
bioelectricity.
People. That's what it's called, bioelectricity. They control the people with their mind, and they can also control their thoughts.
So they can make them do anything. They can make them see stuff that are not there. They can make them
think anything.
They could be like, I'm wearing a red coat. Instead, they're wearing a black coat, but the person will see a red coat.
Or they can change themselves. They can change themselves to look like something else.
Like you could be a child and make yourself look like an adult or something. I don't know why they do that, or vice versa. I don't know.
Yeah,
but it's called the glamour.
It's so OP, but
it would be.
The concept is really cool, and I think that would be a cool power. But at the same time, I feel like if you have that power, you just have to be evil. You're just destined for evil.
Well, Cinder's not. She's not evil.
Cinder might not be evil, but
she has the power.
She comes from evil origins. I feel like if I chose that power, I would eventually just become another person. You know,
I'd be like, I don't want to do my makeup today. I'm just gonna.
Exactly. You think that that's what you're gonna do with it, but then you end up being like Levana, who ended up killing her husband
and
forcing him to marry her technically, and then her daughter, her stepdaughter,
she made her like
cut her own eye. Was it?
It was
her
in the
cheek?
eye. Like, yeah, her
cut her cheek so she had a permanent scar on her cheek.
It's that would be cool, but you want that superpower?
No, now that I'm thinking about it, but it would be cool.
Meanwhile, I'm over here just like, I want to breathe underwater.
The thing is, whenever I do something, when I try and think of ideas for something, I'm always thinking, what is something unique? And so that's just how my mind works. And so when you're asking me a superpower, I'm trying to think of my own unique superpower.
Versus like, I want to fly.
Yeah, versus I can move stuff. Everyone says, telekinesis or flight or breathing
teleportation. Okay, not many people say breathing underwater. That's a me thing. That's kind of specific.
No one says super swimming. Super swimming? What am I on about? No one says that.
Actually, that sounds amazing.
Where it's like a mermaid, you just swim.
I'd want to be a mermaid. That'd be my superpower. I could be like Aquaman, like all those people underwater.
Wait,
like a siren, but without killing
siren,
people.
And I get to kill people every
a siren
night.
Without killing people.
How about super speed to the point that you can run on water and then
like Dash from Incredibles?
Okay. How about super smell?
Ew, no, I wouldn't want that.
Yeah, that's right. You don't want that. It's like a dog at that point.
Oh, there's a book that we love called Powerless.
Hi, B from the future here, just popping in to specify that when we talk about the book Powerless. We're talking about the book Powerless by Matthew Cody and not any other book named Powerless.
And it's about this kid who goes to town, and he's normal, but there are kids in that town, some of them, who have powers. And when they hit a certain age, their powers mysteriously disappear, but that's not the point. They have superpowers, and there's some interesting ones. Like one of the kids has super senses, so like they can super smell, super hear, super see. I don't know how super touch works. I don't think he has that. But the super C would be cool, super cool, because he literally could look at the moon and see the craters on it. The funny thing was, though, that he was, nearsighted, so he couldn't like read a book in front of his face, but he could see like the craters on the moon, and he could like hear ants crawling beneath the ground, just like doing their thing. And
that would be awesome. Also annoying, like Dolores.
It would be cool.
How could she survive?
I don't know. Talk to animals. I'd love to talk to animals. I can just imagine what they say, but like, I could be like Barbie.
Yeah, you could be
the island princess.
Barbie in any movie. Just talk
crocodiles. Don't eat them. Don't eat me. I'm not tasty.
And then they're like, okay, since you can talk to us, we won't eat you. Is that how you think it's gonna go?
I don't know.
You get up to a crocodile and you start talking to him.
It worked for Barbie.
Kill you still.
Well,
Barbie.
This is hypothetical.
Barbie is just a different person. I don't know.
What?
She's not like other girls. She's a different breed.
Let's see. She's a different breed? Okay. Oh, there's an anime that I watch where called My Hero Academia, where literally their whole world is powers. It's only like, I can't remember if it was 1% or 5% of the population, but that certain amount of population doesn't have powers and the rest do. And some are like really small powers, like you can shoot water out of your hands or something.
Renegades from Marissa Meyer.
But there's other bigger powers, like one of the people sweats nitroglycerin and they can make explosions from their sweat, which actually is super powerful. And the other person has half fire, half ice. And so that kind of balances out. And they can use both of those, which are actually really powerful too. And there's just some interesting ones. Although the one I wouldn't want is to be invisible. Because the person who's invisible, she's invisible all the time.
That would be kind of bad. I wouldn't like that.
Her clothes don't go invisible too. So yeah, there's only one way.
Renegades by Marissa Meyer is also that one. It's the same person that wrote that Luna Chronicles Cinder series we were just talking about. But this one is actually superheroes. And it's everyone, basically, most people in the world, you either get your superpowers like organically or they're like when you're born, or there's some incident. Like, for example, one guy was stuck in a house fire when he was young, and he got the superpower where he can now
make smoke.
That he can make smoke,
and so like it's a smoke screen kind of or fog smoke thing.
And so he's got that superpower from that.
And this other girl, I don't know what she did. She ate rubies or something.
No, I think she was born with it.
No. She ate rubies. Like someone broke into her house or something, and they're like, "Where's the rubies?" And she ate them.
Really?
And that's what I remember. And then her blood turned into like rubies. So whenever she bleeds rubies. I don't know.
It's very unique, and I love that about that book, that it's always unique powers.
But then there's this one girl who can
travel through mirrors.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome. Cool. Or like whatever
that would also be really creepy. Imagine being in the bathroom and like just look in the mirror in the dark or something, and then someone just
Bloody Mary.
That would be so.
That would be the best prank though, if someone was to just do Bloody Mary and you're and
you're just watching them, and then you're like 3, 2, 1, and then you just jump out at them.
And another person can like draw anything and it will come to life. That would be so cool.
That would also be annoying because then you can't draw anything. Like, I want to do art. Well, you can't, because if you draw, octopus you want to draw, it actually comes to life.
No, he has to will it. Some of the things he draws doesn't come to life, remember?
That would be good. I think that would be what I wanted to do.
Except he accidentally physically willed he's not necessarily a he's not a demon, but like he's
Oh,
nightmare
yeah.
fuel. He's literally nightmare.
That's his name.
No, her name is Nightmare. His name's
you're
Phobia.
Right. His name's
Phobia. Right.
Spoilers, by the way. Read the book, but also
It's so good.
We just spoiled some of it. So,
Yeah, sorry about that.
Actually, a main plot point. So, whoops. Still, though, read it.
Yeah, there's some interesting
Honey from that. She had all the bees loved her.
I don't like bees. Actually, that'd be a good one for me because I don't like bees, and then they wouldn't harm me because I
and you
don't
just
like
send
bees.
them after everyone. Like,
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't like spiders, and I don't want to just will a whole bunch of spiders to attack someone. I would never wish that upon anyone. And bees crawl all over honey. Just imagine spiders all over me.
It's
terrifying.
Power. And the one girl, her power is like the main girl. Her power is to put anyone to sleep by touching them, but she has to touch their skin on skin contact. And she also, I don't know if it's somewhat connected to her superpower, but she can't sleep unless she like wants to.
Well, that was technically just trauma.
Well, the trauma. Okay, so it's still connected with her power though, because she doesn't sleep for years. Like she just doesn't sleep. But at the same time, the reason she doesn't sleep is because she doesn't want nightmares.
Hold on, I got an idea. We actually have the book here, and I'm pretty sure in the beginning it actually says all the powers.
Are you sure about that? Or maybe it's in the back.
There you go.
It might be
right there. Can bring his drawings and artwork to life. Transforms into a swarm of monarch butterflies.
That would be cool.
Like all of these are so unique.
Okay.
When wounded, her blood crystallizes into weaponry. Her signature weapon is a grappling hook formed from a bloodstone.
Yeah.
Summons smoke and vapor at will. Never sleeps and can put anyone to sleep
with her touch. Let's see.
Phobia creates explosives from the air that can be detonated at will.
That would be actually like. Let's hope that nobody evil gets that.
Yeah,
is
transforms his body and scythe into the embodiment of various fears.
That's phobia. Okay, the puppeteer. This one's just creepy.
Yeah, like, this is basically that Lunar book. Just can control people, except it's creepier because there's strings attached. Literally,
turns people into mindless puppets who do his bidding. Like he attaches strings to them,
and then he just moves his hands, and then they're
fully conscious,
control them.
Not like.
And there's like,
that happened in Demon Slayer too.
Really?
Yeah, one of the demons, that was her power to like control them with strings.
Exerts control over all bees, hornets, and wasps.
Queen bee.
Generates acidic poisons through his skin.
Okay, that would be not.
Yeah, that's definitely a villain thing. Has super strength and is nearly invincible to physical attacks.
And generates just chromium weaponry. That's Captain Chromium. He's basically Superman.
Yeah. Invisibility, manipulating water.
That would be cool. I'd want that.
Generating thunder and lightning and can fly.
That'd be cool too.
Well, isn't she a bird?
Yeah, she has wings.
And then creates and manipulates light and darkness.
Yep, that's pretty much it for the first book at least. There's
crazy.
More in the other book.
But yeah, it's just how did this author come up with all of these? In her podcast, The Happy Writer, she mentioned that Renegades was the hardest book for her to write. And that would make sense, honestly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so complex.
Yep. Yeah. Powerless is also, it's not as complex because there's not as many books. There's only one, but like still, they're kind of unique powers. Like she can, one of the girls can just turn not invisible, like see through. Like she turns weightless except for like a certain part of her, so she can walk through walls.
Wait, what? In Powerless?
Yeah.
Oh man, I haven't read the book in a while. I forgot
her name. So like if one of the people who wants to fly wants to fly, one of the people who can't fly wants to like take her somewhere, she just has to turn the rest of her body like weightless. And then just her hand, which is holding on, that's the only part that is solid.
weight.
That
And
is solid.
so then she's really liked.
Yeah, which is a really cool thing. Although you
If you
have to
ever
be
wanna
careful not
know-
to get stuck.
Like how much your finger weighs or something.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
That'd be awesome.
I'm curious.
How much does my one thumb weigh? And then you just turn the rest of you weightless.
There's an invisible girl. There's a guy who generates electricity.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah, there's not a whole variety. I can't remember the other kids' powers. No, I think
Multiple
that's it.
flyers that
Yeah,
can
there's a lot of.
be really
There's
fast.
3. Well, 1, well, 2. Like,
Wait, 3, but 1, but 2?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm trying to think of the other powers in, like, what are unique powers that. Oh, there's one guy that has a tail in My Hero Academia, like, but it's like super strong. There's another girl who has like earphones attached to her ears, so it like plugs in, but she can plug it in to anywhere, and then
I wouldn't really
So-
like that.
she can like plug it into the ground, and it would like amplify her heartbeat so loud, so that like it would cause kind of like an earthquake.
Huh.
Yeah, it's interesting.
That's also very unique.
Mm-hmm. And there's one guy who does electricity powers, but if he uses too much electricity, he kind of short circuits his brain. So then he just like is just standing there really dumbly, and he can't even say anything, and it's literally short circuits his brain for like I don't know how long it takes, but yeah, there's a girl who whenever she touches like the pads of her fingers too, whatever she touches, it floats, and she can do that
That
to
would be
herself
awesome.
too. And one time she lightened her clothing. She touched her clothing to make it lighter so she could run faster. And then when she
Ooh,
puts her
smart.
finger pads, her fingers together again, like just touching her hands, then that's when things drop. So she can make anything float, which is really cool. There's lots of
That's a good idea.
there's a guy who whenever he has to keep his eyes open, like he can't blink, but he can
Ugh.
neutralize someone's powers by doing that. No, he can blink.
Okay.
But if he's using his
It's
power,
like-
he can't blink. Otherwise,
You just look at
Power
him and
will
he's
stop.
staring at you, and then his eyes are just bloodshot, and he's like,
his eyes are bloodshot.
Does he spray his eyes with water?
He does. At one point, one of the guys who has water powers, he has to put water on his eyes, like to keep him from blinking, because it's really important. Because otherwise, he's like neutralizing the villain's power, so that he can't use that power, and it's really powerful. So he has to, and it's exciting. I like
Wow.
that. I love it. I love that anime. It's really cool. Lots of interesting ideas. There's a guy whose head is a speech bubble, like a comic book speech bubble. I don't know.
What?
There's a guy who can blend into shadows and like pop up somewhere. That sounds like Nico from Percy Jackson. But anywho, I feel like Percy Jackson should kind of count as superpowers, because like he can literally breathe underwater and manipulate water to do his bidding. Like that should count as a superpower, right? No?
That could be a superpower.
Somebody can set themselves on fire. Like he can literally manipulate fire.
Yeah.
Another one can manipulate air to fly, and he can summon
Yeah,
thunder.
why is this not a superhero book?
I think it is a superhero book. I think it counts as it.
I've never read Percy Jackson.
I'm
but
trying to get her to.
Everyone says it's good, so
Everyone.
yeah, everyone I've heard that
That's
knows
read it.
it's read the book. They're
Mhm.
like, oh, it's the best. Well, we've been going for about an hour.
Yeah. I hope we didn't bore you at all. I don't even know if you're still here, honestly.
Well, I know we have
If
at
you
least
are.
one person who listens to every single episode. Shout out to our cousin.
Which one?
I don't know. Well, she's in the comments.
Thank
She's
you
there.
for listening all the way through. Does she? All the way through?
Oh, I
And-
don't know, but she says she's listened to the first one every night to bed. So it actually says, I mean, you can see the real count when you go to our channel page, and it tells you how many separate people watched our video, which is still a good amount. It's like 14 or something. But then for the first one, at least the first podcast. But then if you actually look under the video, it'll be like 50 something views, because she listens to it every night, which is flattering, very flattering.
Thank you. But that's a little
Like, I don't know how
excessive.
how you don't get bored of us. Our voices going on and on.
I mean, if I were her, I wouldn't get bored of us. We're just that amazing, you know?
Yeah, sure.
Right? I'm just kidding.
We're great. We're amazing. And not egotistical at all.
No, we're very humble.
Yes. Well, that's gonna be that, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Superheroes.
And yeah, again, in the comments, tell us if you want to see that draft video.
This was super fun to film.
No pun intended.
What?
Super fun.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Anywho,
bye.
We'll see you later. Wait, isn't there something we were supposed to say?
No, each episode we just ended it differently, which I'm fine with. So, like, see you on the flip side.
Bye, guys.